All right, hello everyone. Welcome to Microsoft Build 2020, and you are joining the Hong Kong Community Connection meetup right now. I'm EJ, Azure Developer Product Marketing Manager. And before we start, I would like to just quickly cover our code of conduct for our session today. I do want to quickly highlight that the online session is meant to be a safe and respectful, friendly, professional experience for everyone, regardless of gender, sexual orientation, physical appearance, disability, age, race, religion. If you would like to report any concerns or harassing behavior or suspicious disruptive activity to us, please contact us via email, as you can see on the slide here, or directly contact our Microsoft Runs on Trust website, and there will be someone to help you out. So, without further ado.
好，大家好啦，我就係 Bess， 我就係咧喺我哋 Azure Team 裏邊負責 Data and AI 嘅 Product Marketing Manager。咁再一次啦，我哋歡迎大家今日 join 我哋 Microsoft Build 2020。咁咧，你而家嚟到呢一個咧係我哋香港嘅 Community Connection Sessions。好啦，咁我咧亦都再 repeat 翻一次 EJ 頭先所講啦，我哋呢一個 online session 咧都係咧有一套嘅行為準則嘅，我哋希望喺一個尊重同埋一個安全啦、專業嘅環境之下咧去進行嘅。咁所以如果大家有任何問題啊，或者大家覺得咧有任何嘅一啲騷擾行為啊、等等嘅一啲 concerns 咧，大家可以隨時send email 俾我哋啦。咁你亦都可以喺我哋 Microsoft Trust 嘅官方網頁嗰度咧進行翻一個報告嘅。好啦，咁如果而家冇問題嘅話咧，我諗我哋可以即刻開始噶啦喎。
So we will be hosting this online session for 2 hours, and we've got an amazing lineup of speakers, so stay excited. And they will be here online with us throughout the whole session to take your questions, share technical sharings, best practices, and inspire you with cool projects that they've been developing themselves. So stay online. And the primary objective of this community connection, in case you're wondering, is to give everyone an online open platform to learn, connect, and get inspired from each other. So hopefully there will be good takeaways for you all.
咁咧，我哋今日咧呢一個 session 咧，其實總共咧就會係2個鐘咁長嘅。咁因為咧，我哋其實邀請咗有好多唔同嘅 guest speaker 咧，今日會為大家咧去解答你哋嘅問題啦。咁佢哋亦都會因應住佢哋自己做緊嘅一啲 projects 咧，去做一啲 best practices 嘅 sharing 嘅。咁我哋今日其實咧有呢一個香港 community sessions 嘅一個 objective 咧，都係希望大家可以喺一個好公開嘅平台度，大家可以問問題啊，大家可以交流啊。咁大家咧亦都可以咧係同一啲我哋叫做 subject matter expertise 啊，大家互相咧去進行一啲技術性嘅交流嘅。咁希望大家今日咧可以學到嘢啊！
All right, so this is today's agenda. There has been a slight tweak on the timing for 2 of the sessions, but it's not a major change. So we will have 2 community sharings from Charis and from Holo Team. And the remaining sessions will be conducted by our internal employees who are the experts to share a bit more on AI for Earth and productivity tips for remote developers. And last but not least, some code for good projects that one of our cloud solution architect has developed himself. So please stay until the end.
咁咧，我哋今日咧就會有好多唔同嘅 speaker 啦，頭先講過。咁我哋有2個咧 community sharing 嘅 special guest 啦，有 Charis 啦。咁咧亦都有新鮮滾熱辣，我哋2020年 Imagine Cup 嘅winner 嚟。咁Holo Team 啦，佢哋都一陣會喺度咧同大家 share 翻咧佢哋嘅 project 㗎。咁唔單止係咁樣，咁我哋咧亦都會有好多我哋 Microsoft 自己嘅同事啦，我哋有 Ada、Davide、Eason， 亦都咧有 Eric 㗎。咁佢哋都會各自喺佢哋自己嘅範疇裏邊咧就 share 啦，佢哋嘅唔同嘅做緊嘅 project 啦，同埋一啲咧 technical 嘅一啲 knowledge 咧，想同大家分享㗎。咁咧大家記住啦，我哋今日係一個咧 live 嘅一個sessions 啦，咁所以我哋咧一路咧都會有啲 ongoing 嘅 Q&A 㗎。咁你哋大家咧喺你哋而家嗰個 window 嘅右邊咧，咁你哋個 screen 度應該就會睇到咧有個 chat box 嘅。咁所以如果你哋有任何問題嘅 ，feel free 喺嗰度咧就同我哋講啦。咁我哋咧會喺 sessions 嘅尾聲嘅時候，我哋咧都會逐一咧去解答大家嘅問題㗎。所以咧唔好怕醜，有問題嘅話咧就即管問出嚟啦。
All right. So before we start cracking, we just wanted to quickly share that there's going to be live Q&A as a reminder. So keep feeding in questions during the live session. We will be monitoring it every single time and minute, so just make sure you ask them if you have any questions for the speakers, and we will have a Q&A session for each of them. So don't be shy and get your questions coming through. So I think it's about time for us to start with our first guest speaker. So without further ado, let's invite our very first special community leader, Charis Rooda. Charis, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. Can you see me as well?
Yes.
Awesome.
We can.
Let me pull up my slides. There you go. Hi there. Let me know if I can kick off.
Yes, one moment. We're just getting your presentation onto the screen.
Great.
Charis, would you be able to share your desktop one more time?
Yeah.
We can see you, but we just can't see your presentation slide.
Coming.
No worries.
I think you can see it. Can you see my slide now?
Yes.
Yes. Wonderful.
Awesome. Sweet.
So go for it.
Okay, cool. Well, first of all, I'm super excited to be here with Microsoft Build in Hong Kong. Thanks so much for the Hong Kong team for inviting me. Really cool to be here and really cool to be part of it. My name is Charis Rooda. Currently living in Hong Kong. I was born in the Netherlands, been here for 6 years. I am a freelance front-end developer and I'm also an event organizer. I all do that remotely. And I organize also like a couple of events in Hong Kong. And in these 10 minutes, I would like to tell you a little bit about how to build better, faster, stronger. And also after that, also how you can keep on learning, how you can keep on learning from home, for example, stuff like that. So let's get started. Let's start with writing good code. First of all, there's so much to say about this. Like I could talk about this for hours, but we're not going to do that. So we're going to keep it like super short. I'm also going to keep it simple. Start writing with simple code because, for example, are you still able from whatever, like 6 months from now, can you still understand your own code? And then also, can you understand your own code, but also can, for example, your co-workers or the person who starts working with your code after you, can they still see what you've written? So I would really like, please keep it simple. Don't try to put whatever like difficult complexity in there, because after all, you will have trouble just understanding it, but also like other people around you. And then the question is, how do you get better at this? And I would suggest practice, but also just work together with other people and ask what they think about your code, for example. And also keep asking yourself, will I understand my own code after 6 months? Because I've had it before that I looked into my code and I didn't really get it anymore. So please try to prevent that. You also want your code to be fast. Because, well, if your website doesn't load, I don't care about how good your design is. So you might be, for example, whatever, like being in on a nice beach in Hong Kong, in Saigon, and your internet is not that good, and you want to find that certain phone number. The only thing you really care about is that phone number and not about the super fancy design. So yeah, please think about that, because, for example, when you have like a web shop and you only scrape off like a few milliseconds, you can really improve your sales. So that makes like a huge difference. And how do you get better at this? I would suggest start with like scraping off little bits of your website. So take every single aspect, such as the images or the JavaScript, and try to improve it bit by bit. And web performance, it is really a skill, but it is a lot of fun. The DevTools can really help you with it. And that way, when your website is so much faster, you'll gain so much from it. Like a small change can make like a really big impact. Also, your website should be accessible. And then building for accessibility is not just building things for blind people. It's really building for everybody. Like everybody really benefits. So, for example, when you're optimizing your website for visually impaired people, also people who are reading your website when there's like a lot of sun, they will also benefit from it, because also at that moment they're kind of like temporarily impaired. So just building for building accessible website will really benefit everybody. And then for example, Microsoft's got like a wonderful design toolkit for inclusive design. You should really check out their website. I've mentioned the URL here as well. I will also be sharing the slides later, so you can find that as well. So Microsoft got like a wonderful page about loads of information about inclusiveness, how it works, how you can build better websites with it. Let me see. Also, accessibility for teams is also like a great resource. Also really recommend you to check that out. But of course, it's not all about code, because you're building for your users and you should talk to your users. So make sure you talk with them, because you are building this website for them. Make sure you listen to their feedback. And then, for example, how can you know that something is intuitive when you never tested it with actual users, because you really can't. So you should be user testing. And user testing doesn't have to be really complex. You can, for example, just walk into a coffee shop, buy a few people a coffee, and just ask them like a few minutes of their time, just to test your own product, and you'll be amazed of everything you'll see. I can also really highly recommend you to check out that URL. That's an amazing resource on affordable user testing, and got really great tips, really great tools. Yeah, it's just a really wonderful page. Also, talk to your team, because when you just build better products when you work closely together. And that also, like in these times when everybody's like working from home, it can be pretty hard. So I think you just have to think about like new tools, how to make this happen. So find the right tool to communicate. That might have to like a bit of like trial and error. For example, Miro is an excellent tool to work together. Also, Google Documents is really good. Work together on Microsoft Teams, call each other, chat with each other. Find something that works for your team, and also just make clear what you're working on, especially when we're working from home, for example. It can be a lot harder to see where we're working on, and just really work and build together, because your products are going to be so much better. What also really helps is just invest a little bit in your setup. Invest in software, but also invest time in your own software. Find the best tool for the job. Like when you're spending like a little bit of money, you'll get so much back from it. Well, also, for example, you can have VS Code, which is free actually, but it's a wonderful text editor. I'm a really big fan. They have amazing plugins. They have amazing themes. Just spend like a little bit of time figuring them out, because you'll really get it back, and you write better code, and you also will have more fun in writing better code. So at the bottom of the slide, I put the URL from VS Code, but also how you can work on like a good webcam setup. That's just in general page I really like. If you're doing like a lot of video calls, I can highly recommend you to read that URL. I'd also suggest keep on learning, and also really keep on learning in a way that works for you. So there are like so many things available, books, courses, online courses, conferences, online workshop, meetup, online meetup podcast. Follow people on Twitter, maybe work together with people on open source, or work together on like a cool project that you launch together. I guess you should really pick the thing that really works for you. Try different stuff out. Some people really like reading books. Some people really like online workshops. Also, some people just really like to meet people and learn from them, or meet other people in Slack groups. So I'd really recommend you try different things out, see what works for you, see what's the best way to learn. And because there's so much good information available. And just search for it and pick something you really, really like. That also brings me to two personal pet projects I'm working on. One of them is Webconf.Asia. It's a conference for people who build for the web. It is supposed to happen this August in 2020. It's quite likely to be postponed to next year. I hope I'll see everybody next year. It is a conference of 2 days, also like a couple of workshops before, where I invite people from all over the world to speak on the subject of web, but it can be design. It's pretty broad, and we all have like a really good time together. If you want to stay updated on that, there is a box for a newsletter, so put your email in there. And once there are any changes or any interesting news, I'll send it to you. And then second is the front end and design meetup, Harbourfront, which I'm running with a friend of mine. So every couple of months, we run a meetup when we can find some nice speakers, and we all sit together and have a few snacks, have a few drinks, listen to a nice speaker. It's really informal. We really welcome everybody, whether you're a designer, whether you're a developer, whether you're a senior or just started, it doesn't matter. It's always just nice when people come and join us. And Molly, I just really love to meet you, or at Harbourfront or at Webconf would be really nice. And I would like to leave you with this last thing is building digital products has never been so much fun. We've never had so many resources and tools available. So yeah, please remember, and I just all wish you like a wonderful time building new things, designing new things, putting cool stuff online. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Charis. That was a really good, crisp, concise message you shared with us just now with all the people who are watching online. And I really, in particular, like the last part where you were sharing that the learning really depends on the individual, whether they, learn through podcasts, whether it's through in-person events, meetups, or, books as well. And I think slowly, like the idea of going into a tech community and learning together is evolving in Hong Kong, but it's still yet to grow. And I think you're doing an amazing job running your own community for front-end developers. So kudos to that. And actually, we do have one question from the audience. They are asking, with the current situation, there's less in-person networking events and, all the technical conferences are being canceled, as we know, the situation. So is there any recommended tips to stay on top of the tech trends, skilling, connect with tech communities remotely? So any best practice on that?
Well, I think the good side about like this whole situation is there's so much stuff happening online. And I would just personally, I would just look for like good events online. Well, like for example, like a Microsoft Build here as well. Well, that's just lovely for people to watch at home. I know like a lot of different tech companies are running their events online. I would just search for them and attend them if you're just really into events. See what's out there, and also I guess in like the next couple of months there will be so many more live events, and I think that's just really exciting. Everybody's kind of trying out new things, and I think that's just really cool.
And that's what you're doing right now as well, right? Having a live
webinar. Exactly. Yeah. So I think that's just I'm just really enjoying all that like online stuff.
Exactly.
It's really cool.
So I guess that's the key takeaway for the participants here. Please continue to explore. I think there's more and more unique resources that are available with the current situation that's happening. So do not stop exploring, and please check out Charis's community. And she may have her event coming up next year, so please stay tuned for that. And and I think that's a wrap up for your session. And thank you so much, Charis, for being our special guest speaker.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me.
Thank you, Charis.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Charis.